All right, the Module 1 AI Coach. So these modules will go through things for you in good detail, but this is going to be me making videos to give you the audio in case you're busy, you want to do it as background noise. If you're like, I just want to go through these and see if they're even worth me reading in more deeply or doing the activities, I'm going to do the audio and video for you, make it a little bit more engaging, but you're welcome to read them. I'm going to add in my own little quibbits as we go, but your reading will take you just as far and make sure that your attention is on the module as well. So if you want to listen and read at the same time, that's cool too. So anyways, the AI coaches are trained. I trained them on all the stuff inside of this, like each module. So module one coach is only trained on this stuff. So if you're trying to go back to this module one coach and ask it for help with module two stuff or three or four, it'll probably be pretty good, but it's not trained on that stuff. So it's not going to be as accurate as just using the coach that I've created for each individual module. I did that because it seems like the more broad, if I just taught it the whole thing, it's going to give you more vague answers rather than being an expert at the stuff in that one module. So try to use the module coach that you have. If you have more specific questions, ask me, but you can also just throw it in, any of the new AI engines and they're going to perform really well. So all that to say, the AI coach is just a custom GPT that I built. It's like really not anything fancy. I just uploaded some documents, gave it instructions, and taught it how I want it to coach you guys so that you always have something available that can answer your questions. So you can click this link. It's going to take you just to Chat GPT, and it's going to take you to the Module 1 coach that I made. If you're not sure on how to start talking to it, you can click on any of these activities here. So you can click on any of those and that'll get you kicked off. But if you have a more specific question, you can ask it here in the chat box. If you're not used to using AI, let me know that and I can try and make a video that's in a little bit more detail, but I think most people are getting pretty good at it. It's literally like, it's as if you were going to engage with a human. You would just talk to it. It's a little different than like a normal Google search, but you'll just type in your question here as if you were asking me or something, and then it'll kick you off. So for example, if you're like, I'm not sure how to start activity one on clarity, you would just click on that. It'll punch it in for you, and then it'll start giving you an answer. So I'm not going to run through every different answer that it can give you, but it'll explain, what it understands, and then it'll walk you through your next steps, right? Step one, do your thing, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to be able to go through it on your own, but it's more or less here as a resource to kind of walk you through what you need to be walked through. Get out of that. So I'm going to walk you through the actual, like how I wrote this up for what the AI coach is. And then each chapter I'm going to go through and make a video, kind of like I said, reading it and then giving you guys some of my own insights or tips for things that may have changed or just like some more nuance that I want to add to each section. So like I said, each module has its own dedicated AI coach. That means that module one coach focuses on module one, module two coach focuses on module two, chapters and activities, etc. Each coach is trained to answer questions related to its module only. Like I said, it'll probably do okay on other modules stuff, just because they're very smart, but it's not going to do as well. May recognize some information from other modules, blah, blah, blah. When you move on to the next module, start using that next coach, etc. So it gives you an example, yada, yada. You guys get it. Each coach can help you explain core concepts in its assigned module. It can help you understand definitions, examples, and key takeaways. It can point you to the correct resources and worksheets within that module to help you, make progress, or it can help you bridge the knowledge gap. If I, didn't put an activity in there and it thinks there's another activity that would be helpful, it might walk you through that. Reminds you when a question belongs to a later module, something that'll come up later, or if something you should just bring to me directly. Things that you should contact me directly for is if you need personalized adjustments to your plan macros or phases for your dieting. I'm not, a dietitian. I'm not licensed to do this. Just a lot of experience working with other people as well as working with myself through athletics and just even, personal goals, weight loss, weight gain, etc. So that's stuff you should come to me for. You're welcome to ask it for help with that stuff. It just may be a little bit inconsistent with how well it answers. So it's getting a lot better. And I will have something that I've trained here in the future that will be much more accurate. You just have to put your information in a certain way and it'll spit it back out to you consistently. But we're not quite there yet with that. So I'll let you know when I roll that out. If you have questions about how to apply the lessons to your real life, like I said, it's going to do a very good job. So you're welcome to ask any of this stuff to the GPT. It's not like don't ask it. Go ahead and ask it to help you with anything you want. It just may not be quite as good yet as like a regular nutrition coach maybe at consistently giving you answers, remembering stuff about you, helping you with that. But they're getting very smart and pretty soon they're going to be better than any human can be at all that stuff. If you encounter a tech issue with the GPT or with your coaching, anything, just, that's something to come to me for. Or if you want just some direct feedback, some accountability, some individualized strategy stuff for yourself, another thing you can come to me for. You can DM me with this little bubble. So you have a notifications thing that looks like a little bell. And then to the left of that, you have the chats icon, which is where you can come up and DM me. Feel free to DM me anytime. There's no restrictions. Just message me. I'll have your back. Right now they can't track your progress or read your private info. So the private info thing is like, if you don't give it info, it's not going to go, pull it out of your computer or anything. But right now they can't really track your progress over time. They can and they can't. So if you're logging things in a Google Sheet or an Excel sheet or in an app, you can load it up there. It'll give you a really good response. But if you go like, 2 weeks and then you start a new chat and you say, hey, I've lost 10 pounds. What do I do now? It's not going to look back at that old chat yet. It's not doing that stuff yet. So in the future, it may be doing that. This may be outdated, but right now it's not doing that effectively. So we're not there yet with that. So if you guys need to track your progress over time or need help tracking your progress and like responding to how, so if you're keeping track of your weight loss or your calories or whatever, if you need help making adjustments to that over time, that may be something worth coming to me for instead of the AI, but feel free to try. Happy to, it's done a good job with that. With some people, it's just kind of inconsistent. So if you're struggling, it can be really frustrating. So yeah, always use the AI coach for the module you're in. Keep your questions clear and specific to the AI coach and to myself. If you can, try to specify what question you're asking, what problem you're specifically having, and that will help you get better answers. Reference the module title or number when you're asking. So if you're not sure about a chapter or an activity or whatever, try and put that into the GPT so it knows exactly what you're asking about. If you feel like lost in general or not sure where to start, you can just say that, but that way it understands like, oh, is this like a general, uncertainty thing, or is it a very specific, like, hey, I don't understand what button to click or what drop down to go to, etc. Make sure you go through the lessons first and then try and use the coach to reinforce things or clarify for you. And then if it tells you the topic is out of its range and it shouldn't be, just come to me with that and I will do my best to keep making these better. But that is how you use the AI coach. Make sure you watch this video so that you can go through all the other ones and understand how to use your AI coaches to the best of your ability while you're going through these chapters. I'll catch you in the next one.